Welcome to the Empowerment Minute podcast, the podcast that equips you with practical tools, both inspiration, coaching, and leadership insights to help you thrive in the workplace and in life. I'm your host, Dr. Maurine Kwende. So this month we're exploring what it truly means to bloom. We talked about internal growth needed to step into new seasons, but today we're shifting our focus outwards. So today's episode is titled Bloom in the Right Environment, What Your Seed Needs to Grow. Let me start with this. Is your current environment helping you grow, or is it quietly keeping you stuck? Our goal for today is simple: to help you audit your surroundings and identify one change that will clear the path for your next season. Remember, when you listen to the Empowerment Minutes podcast, you leave with one idea that you can implement, right? We know you're a busy leader, so every time you join us, you have a few minutes just to learn one idea and the next step or an action that you're going to take on that idea. So we're going to be looking at identifying one change that will clear the path for your next season. We all want the good stuff, right? We all want peace, clarity, growth, high level leadership and all that. But growth doesn't happen in a vacuum. If you think about your environment, right, it shapes your energy, it dictates your thinking, and reinforces your habits. So if you're trying to grow a peaceful season in the middle of a chaotic environment, then you are really fighting an uphill battle. So this is your chance to really start looking at your environment, what it looks like. I'm going to give you an example, right? Imagine someone who says they are ready to lead their team with more confidence or launch a new project. They have that desire. It's a great desire, right? They're passionate to do that. But the environment tells them a different story. Their calendar is cluttered. Their phone is a constant source of distraction. Their inner circle, quite frankly, is full of people who are comfortable with the status quo, who are afraid to change the status quo. Now they're trying to grow a giant oak tree in a tiny crowded pot. So remember, a flower doesn't just need the will to bloom. It needs light, water, sunlight, and most importantly, room. So this brings me to a powerful principle from my mentor, one of the greatest leadership experts of our time, called Dr. John Maxwell. In his book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, John Maxwell details the law of the environment. He states that the law of the environment is growth thrives in conducive surroundings. This is a game changer because it takes the pressure of willpower alone to achieve your own growth, to become a better leader, whatever that dream is. Maxwell teaches us that you must intentionally place yourself in environments that encourage growth and development. It's not enough to want to grow. You must surround yourself with people who challenge, stretch, and inspire you. So I want to ask you these questions, and I want to ask you to ask yourself today: does my current environment make it easy or hard to do the right thing? Am I the biggest person in the room? If you are, you're likely in an environment where your growth will eventually stop. You want to be able to do the reverse, right? Sometimes the next season doesn't start with a giant leap forward. It starts with cleaning up the soil, declutter, right? Like when you always talk about spring cleaning, you also have to declutter your soil, your environment, right? Think about your daily habits. Think about changing who you allow to influence your thinking. Wow, this is something I had to do, and I intentionally do. I make conscious effort to know who I'm admitting into my circle. I'm not going to allow anyone to come into my circle and dim my light, or and in the reverse, I'm not going to go and dim anyone's light. So if you want to bloom, you have to be the architect of your environment. So here is your weekly action step, right? Take 15 minutes and perform this audit of your environment. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, it's about the support. What in my current environment is helping me to grow? The second question is about stretching. Who in my circle is challenging me to think bigger? Number 3 is the shift. What is one change I can make this week to create a more conducive surrounding for my dreams? The shift could only be setting a no phone hour to protect your focus, or perhaps reshuffling that friend group. It could be reaching out to a mentor who stretches your perspective. Don't just try to put up with things that will work against your dreams. Don't try to landscape the whole garden at once. Just pull one weed or one plant, one new seed of influence. Okay, so as we wrap up, remember John Maxwell's law of the environment. Your growth is directly tied to your surroundings. Your next season may require a new rhythm, a new circle of influence. Don't be afraid to change your environment to match your calling. What is planted in the right soil has no choice but to bloom. Thank you for tuning into today's Empowerment Minutes podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Maurine Kwende, signing off. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep leading boldly, and keep moving forward, one intentional step at a time. See you same time next time.